Alright my dudes, welcome back. Today we've got a little guide for you. Obviously we do know that on global the one is going to release in approximately 10 days. So and because I saw one or two people ask me in the comment section of one of my videos how should I gear up the one, so I thought we'd hop over on JP and let you guys know what the best gear set is. Obviously people are going to have their own opinion, but I'm going to just tell you straight up, you give the guy attack crit damage. You know, like there is no debate in there. There's no maybe with HP crit damage he'll be more tanky, none of that garbage please. We already went through this with Sariel. Don't run the guy on HP defense. You're losing out damage for absolutely no reason. There is no need. But if we want to look at why you run him attack crit damage, we have to take a look at a few things. First of all, let's take a look at his substats. Very high pierce rate at 79.5. Resistance is really bad. You know, 38% resistance is just flat out terrible. The one is a squishy unit, believe it or not. Like, he is pretty damn squishy. Not squishy in the sense of like people crit him often, because he has 55% crit resistance, which is actually pretty damn good, and he has 107% crit defense, so crits aren't going to do too much damage to him. But just the fact that he has low resistance means that raw damage in general is going to hurt the dude. Lifesteal at 18%, another good reason why you use attack crit damage, because he will lifesteal a ton of HP. And this is the main reason, 71% crit chance on a unit that 9 times out of 10 you're going to be running him with Green Gotha more often than not. He's gonna, and also we'll get to his links in a sec. 71% crit chance, fantastic. 219.5% crit damage, so without the gear set he is sitting at what is that, like 100 and, you know, 100 and something whatever. Very good stuff, right? So giving him crit damage instead of defense is just the smart thing to do, because he basically is going to guarantee crits. And let me show you another reason why. Another reason why is because if we take a look at Escanor, he has Merlin Link, and we all know what Merlin does as Link. She gives crit chance, 19.2% crit chance, so Escanor almost has 100% chance to crit. It's not actually 100%, it's just the value of his crit chance is 100%, which is more than sufficient. I wouldn't recommend giving him like Meliodas or giving him Sariel, as much as you might be tempted to do so. I mean, you could give him Sariel or Ludo if you really wanted to, but me personally, whenever I use the one, I always gave him Merlin, because that crit chance is just very valuable. Because then at that point with Merlin Link, and if you run him with Gotha, you're pretty much gonna almost guarantee crits. And guaranteeing crits with his cards are, you know, very good. This skill, if it crits, it just flat out one-shots people at level 2, which is nuts. Literally one-shots at level 2. Also, I do want to clear up some confusion. Don't think that because this says for every 1% of HP he'll deal 0.8% extra damage. Don't think that this has anything to do with how high his HP, his max HP is, because some people are probably going to see this and they're going to think, wow, if I build Escanor HP crit damage, he's going to have more HP, so then this card will do more damage. No, this is just a percent. This is just a percent value, right? So even if he's attack or HP, whatever percentage he is at, that is going to be the same percentage. How much HP he actually has is completely irrelevant. It's just about how much remaining HP he has, right? So don't make that mistake. But yeah, attack crit damage, this card is disgusting. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I've seen a HP crit damage Escanor. He still does really good damage, but it's not like, you know, attack crit damage Escanor. The second skill, this one is lackluster compared to his first one, even though this card in its own right is incredibly powerful. 600% at level 3. It's just nowhere near as good as his first one, because it has no special damage effect. And you know, his ultimate is, it double hits. Basically, that's pretty much the catch. Depending on your ult level, the second attack will do a certain percent of the first attack's damage. So if you have him 6/6, the second attack will basically do the exact same amount as the first attack. So you do kind of want dupes for him, but I understand if you're free to play, that's probably not going to be you know, it's probably not going to be something viable to 6/6 your Escanor. You'll probably be lucky to get 1 copy, maybe 2, maybe 3 at best if you're able to do 1 rotation. But yeah, also his passive, he'll gain 6% buff to all stats, so this does just a little bit cover up his resistance over the course of the game. 6% to all stats up until turn 3, where he gains invincibility. Well, not invincibility, but debuff immunity. And then after the turn after the debuff immunity, he'll go back to 2 stacks, then 1 stack. Then he'll go from 1 stack back to 2, 3, gain debuff immunity, then go back to 2, go back to 1, and then so on and so forth. So once his passive actually starts going, you'll never go down to no stacks. You'll always stay on either 1 to 3 stacks. But that's pretty much it about Escanor. Yeah, just to clear this up, do not be that one guy walking around in PvP with a HP crit damage or HP defense Escanor, unless you're like a really sweaty whale and you're playing top 100 PvP where you need all the CC you can get because you're not going to be using CC food. Just go attack crit damage. It's the best thing. It's the same thing with like Sariel. We already had this discussion. It's like, don't build your Sariel HP crit damage. You're just missing out on damage for no reason, because you are under the illusion that the extra HP you have is actually going to do something for you, when in reality it really isn't. Very rare cases, you know, the HP set you do have on your Escanor or your Sariel, maybe in the one-off chance, like 1 in 10 games, it saves your Escanor or Sariel from dying because they can take an extra hit. But it's like the attack you lose from, you know, being able to take one more hit is completely, like, it's just not even, it's worlds apart, you know. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Escanor, build him attack crit damage. I would not recommend attack defense, just because he has such a high chance to crit that even me, I don't really like to run crit damage when I make UR sets. I prefer defense. But as I found out with Sariel, when your unit basically guarantees crits or crits very often, there's no reason not to give it to them. You know, it's extra damage. You know, you're not going to turn it down. You're really not. Anyone with a brain, including me, if you know you'll be able to get extra damage free of charge by just making a different gear set or you know, tweaking some things, you just got to take it. With my Sariel, I did give him I gave my Sariel 4 crit damage rolls. But that's because Sariel has an AoE that guarantees crits. Escanor doesn't have that. He's double single target, so I would suggest you just go full on attack. I think that would be the best thing. You could give Escanor some crit damage rolls if you really wanted to, but I wouldn't recommend it. But yeah, that's pretty much it on Escanor. That's the full rundown. I explained everything as best as I could. Run Merlin Link, give him attack crit damage, and when he releases on global, go out there and destroy dudes. Also, if someone for whatever reason doesn't have an attack set on their Escanor, like for whatever reason, now would be the time to start building that. It's good to let you guys guys know ahead of time. 10 days, that's definitely enough time to build a gear set for literally any unit, especially on global, because we get the Anvil dungeon key. We get that once a week, whereas JP gets that once every 2 weeks. So for us, it's going to be a lot easier to build up gear sets and stuff. So yeah, take advantage of the info I gave you and build your Escanor attack crit damage. That will be it for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, subscribe to my channel if you are new, turn on that notification bell, and become a member of the channel if you want to talk with me and the boys on Discord. I'll see you guys later on. Take care. Special thank you to the channel members for supporting this channel: Someone, Sunny D, Munchkey, Panic, Panic AMN, Jay Bentley, Hidator X, 40A, Link7DS, Odie, Nitin Kumar, Shiro, Kami Free, It's Costy, JP Killer 115, A Vamos, Scumbag Scott, Sip, Aldric, Henry Cow, Unforgiven, John Faults, Markovich, and Devil Hunter.